Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here today with Empties. So belated it hurts. But I will say this is all just September empties. I have my October empties in a different bag. Waiting for this to be emptied so that I can put October stuff in there. I should really do these things remotely on time. I think I'm actually the last person filming September empties. On one hand, I'm thinking like, next year, should I just number my empties because it's not September anymore? But on the other hand, I'm like, screw it. Do whatever I want to with my freaking empties. Who cares? Anyways, for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, I like to do makeup first, which I keep in a separate bag. Then I do full travel size, and then I do foils at the end. And I had a lot of foils this month because they were doing sample September on Instagram, where I also post my empties the day that I empty them. So a lot of foils at the end. So if you don't like foils, I totally understand. Anyways, starting with the makeup, I do keep my makeup foils in here as well, just to keep them separate. But I'll go over the other makeup first. First, I have the Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation from CoverGirl. I actually really like this foundation. Unfortunately, the shade selection sucks, which they just recently introduced a foundation that has 40 shades. I wish this foundation had 40 shades. I'm going to try the new foundation at some point. I just want to finish another foundation or two before I pick it up. But I love this foundation. And if it had more shades, I would pick it up again. Because I love it that much. Like, it's something that actually stays on my oily ass skin. And y'all know, if y'all have seen me try out foundations and reviews, that's actually kind of rare. Next is from Benefit, the Professional License to Blot little primer stick thing. They advertise this as like something to put on top of makeup to mattify. I don't use these things that way. I use this to fill in my pores. And it worked pretty nicely for that. It's still not as good as the Estee Edit one that I'm trying to replace right now because Estee Edit is no longer a brand. Estee Lauder discontinued that brand, even though it had the best pore filling stick out there. I want to try the pure one. I've heard that one's really good. So I would probably not purchase this, but if the pure one's not any good, I might. I don't know. I have a lipstick. I have a red lipstick. This is from Marc Jacobs. This is their Le Creme lipsticks, and this is So Rouge. It was the Rouge, VIB Rouge shade like a year or two ago, but somebody gave it to me. But I finished it. I love this formula. I actually own a full size of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang because it's just a really nice, creamy formula, and I happen to particularly really love that name because it is one of my favorite movies. Because I will watch anything with Robert Downey Jr. in it, at least once, but I actually really enjoyed that. I have a lip liner as well. This is a red lip liner. This is the NYX lip liner in Hot Red. This takes forever to go through, which if you don't mind it being a little on the dry side, you really get like your $3.99 or $2.99. I don't remember exactly money's worth. I like my lip liners to be a little bit creamier, but I would purchase this again, honestly. I like the Jordana better, but I go through the Jordana a little bit faster. So they're both really good. It just depends on, do you want something a little creamier or do you want something that's going to last a little bit longer? Up to you. And I think this is my final actual makeup like product other than samples because I didn't go through a lot of makeup last month. This is the Jane Iredale Just Kissed Lip and Cheek Stain in Forever Peach. Really pretty color. I love this formula. It's one of those changes to your pH things. I have never used this on my cheeks because I feel like it would be kind of sticky on my cheeks, and I'm boiling hot right now, so I'm like bright red. But yeah, I actually really love this and I would totally purchase at some point. Let's see, I have a perfume sample and a couple of makeup samples in here that I will show you real quick. Let's see, I have an eyeshadow from Urban Decay. This is Mildew. I own a full size when they went on sale for the 21 Days of Beauty in like April. I love this color. Like I totally purchased a full size, but I had a sample around, so I used it. This is NARS Blush and Orgasm. It's fine, but there are so many dupes out there, you don't need to spend the money on NARS. Let's see, this is the Marc Jacobs Shameless foundation. It's the one in that kind of like funny shaped fat bottle in light Y210. A lot of people didn't like this. I didn't mind it. But market Jenko prices, I better do a whole lot more than just not mind it. I have another sample in a decently matching color that I want to try, but it wasn't bad. Oh, I actually didn't finish this. This is a MAC lipstick sample in Candy Yum Yum. This color was freaking hideous on me. I took it immediately off. But the perfume that was on the other side is a nice, really sweet perfume that I would possibly purchase in the future. I do like MAC perfumes as long as I like the smell, because they do last a good while. And final thing is a professional sample, like the regular professional. I actually really like this primer. I just despise the smell of it. And for me, at least, the NYX Pore Filler Primer works just about the same way, and it doesn't stink to me. It's really perfumey smelling, and it just gives me a headache. But it's actually a pretty good primer for filling in your pores. So I use samples when I get them, but I don't purchase it anymore because I don't like the smell. And finally, we have the Pink Sugar perfume. That was fine, but I don't think I would. I actually have like a bag right here to put all my trash in, because my trash bag is full right now, and it's like 11 o'clock at night, so I'm totally not going to take out my trash until tomorrow. Boring one. These are the Equate cotton swabs. I buy like a 2-pack of these, so I get like 1,000 at a time. They're cotton swabs. They work great for being cotton swabs. I just bought. My only requirement is that they have like the cardboard stick instead of the plastic one, because the plastic ones bend really easily. The Mitchum Advanced Control Gel Deodorant. This is my favorite deodorant, if you care. TMI, but it's why I purchased this. My armpits are really dry. Like, a lot of things make them itch, which is kind of gross to me, at least, but it's true. So I tend to purchase gel deodorant, and this is my favorite because it keeps me dry. I know I should probably switch to an aluminum-free deodorant, but every one I've tried hasn't made me itch. And that's not a swap I'm willing to make. Let's see, here we have a Batiste dry shampoo in the original formula. I don't like the smell of the original formula, but I got this in like some kit I got from Walmart that had a bunch of dry shampoos in it. So I used it up. Batiste is a really great dry shampoo. If I'm buying one at a time, it is one that I will buy. But like I said, this was a really powdery smell, and I didn't really enjoy that. Here we have an Avon lotion. This is Wonder Moon Orchid Body Cream. I use this to shave with. You can't get it anymore, but it worked fine for that. It was fine moisturizer too. Because I have such a back stock of like lotions, the ones I don't really care about, like if they don't make them anymore, or if they're just getting kind of old, I tend to use them as shaving cream. Oh, I'm hot. Freaking lights. Here we have the Medicube Red Body Bar. This is supposed to help with breakouts on your body. I got this from 0.8 liter a million years ago, and it does work for that purpose, but I used it mostly to wash my brushes with, because I don't use bar soaps, so that's what I use this soap for, and it actually worked really great for that. This is an $18 soap. I would not buy it for that. I tend to buy the Dr. Bronner's for washing my brushes when I actually purchase something, but I have like a back stock of a couple of random soap bars, so that's what I've been using lately. Their bar soaps actually work really good to wash your brushes with as well. It's the Olay Daily Facials Gentle Clean Activated Cloths. They're like a textured cloth. You run it under the water and it gets soapy, and you take off. You wash your face. These are amazing at taking off makeup and washing your face. I might actually switch to these like as my primary makeup taking off thing, because then I don't have to both take off my makeup and wash my face, because this takes off eye makeup too. And then just use like an acne fighting face wash in the mornings. So my preference is Yada Cosmetics, but the Body Shop Tea Tree face wash is really nice for helping with acne too. It's what I'm using right now, but I really like the Yada one because I like the foam. But these are really good. So this was a refill pack, but they do sell like them in a box for a little bit more, but I couponed a bunch of packs one time. So that's why I have a couple of them. I have another one I'm working on now. 4 Pro cotton rounds. This was actually my last cotton round set. So I've actually been using washcloths to do like my toner and remove my eye makeup with my, what's it called? Pond's cold cream and stuff like that. But these are really good. You can get them on Amazon for like $12.99 for 600 of them. So they're really good. They have the stitching along the outside so they don't pill or anything like that. But because I go through like one of these a month, I decided to switch. But I still have one in my travel bag because it's just less complicated. So eventually I will go through that. But for now, for the most part, I'm just using washcloths. Neutrogena makeup remover wipes. I buy the unscented versions, but these are actually really good. So I keep repurchasing them when I can coupon. We have a Community Cosmetics moisturizing body wash. It's a community, not a community. I was contacted by the rep of this company because they're like starting up and testing stuff and they send stuff out to people. I liked the one I finished last month better. This is 01B. They don't lather very well, but the one I tried last month lathered a lot better and made me actually feel clean. This didn't lather with the crap. And I hate these little bottles because they're really hard, so I have to like take off the top to get anything out of them. I figure for the full sizes, they're probably gonna have a pump. They haven't come out with anything yet though, so I don't know that for certain. But because of how hard this plastic is, if they use it for the full size, I figure there's gonna be a pump. Ole Hendrickson Truth Serum. You guys know if you've been with me for a while, I love this stuff, but I have not repurchased it yet. I'm waiting until the VIB sale because this is like $48. So I figure I might as well save a couple of bucks before I purchase it. But I love it. It keeps my skin not as like, when I do get the rare bit of acne, this helps keep my skin not scarring. So I love it for that. EcoTools Mask Sponge. You guys know I love these. I just purchased them in like the 3 packs. Here we have the Jergens BB Body Perfecting Skin Cream. Apparently they don't sell this anymore, which is a bummer because it's actually a really good moisturizer. I never used it to like self-tan or anything, but it was a really good moisturizer. Here we have the Formula 1006 Get Your Glow Skin Brightening Peel Mask. I don't know how these masks work to make you glow or hydrate considering they're peel-offs, but they do. They make really good masks. But these little minis right here, I can only get like 1 mask out of the peeling varieties, so because you have to use a lot to get it to actually like peel off your skin. So it's really good, just, you know, buy the full size. They're all really good. Here we have another dry shampoo. This is the OGX Coconut Miracle Oil Dry Shampoo. I did not love the scent of this, but it was alright, and it was a really good dry shampoo. I would love to try more of their dry shampoos. Oh, this is something from my husband that he threw in here. Let me grab both of them. If you guys follow our taste test reviews and stuff like that, you would know that my husband has a beard now, so he uses this stuff. This is the Polished Gentleman Beard Shampoo and Conditioner. He buys this off of Amazon, and he seems to really like it, or like it enough to actually repurchase. I bought him something from Walmart because I had to buy something in a pinch because he forgot to buy this before he ran out. And it was actually like way more expensive than this, so we'll definitely make sure to buy from Amazon from now on. Although he hasn't complained about the actual product yet, just, you know, price. Let's see, the Nourishing Argan Oil Morocco from Mark Anthony. This is a really cheap hair oil that you can get at the drugstore that's actually really good. I do recommend it. The Believe True Cream Aqua Bomb. You guys know I love this stuff. This is like my 3rd little mini I've went through this year. If I didn't have a ton of mini moisturizers, that is probably what I would buy. Oh, here we have the Zany Laney body spray in Barb. I love this scent. It's my husband's favorite, and it's one of my like top 5 favorites. But I will link their website down below so that, and link my code so that if you want to pick it up, you can. Scent notes are black cherry, raspberry, vanilla, and honeysuckle. I don't make anything from the code, by the way. If that's something that you're concerned about, you do get 10% off if you use it. They also do sales for the last week of every month on their Facebook group that I think will be next. It'll probably be this week as I upload this, but it's next week as I'm recording this. But this is really good, and I definitely recommend it. Here we have the Way Beauty Mask Brush, but I accidentally ruined it by using it for a peel-off mask, and now it's like all stuck together. No matter how many times I wash it, I can't get it apart. So, bummer. Here was my travel razor. It's from Chic Quattro, and I buy their disposable razors, and this works fine because I don't want to travel with my good razor. And this works good enough to actually like shave and use to travel. Here's the Herbal Essence Argan Oil of Morocco shampoo. This was actually really nice, and I do recommend it. Like, basic as far as shampoos are concerned, but for something from the drugstore that you can probably coupon pretty easily. It did smell really nice, and it cleaned my hair, and it didn't dry it out. I have no complaints. Briogeo Rosario Milk Reparative Leave-In Conditioning Spray. This was nice for a like detangling conditioning spray, but Briogeo is really expensive, and I could get cheaper. I usually purchase the It's a 10, but I swapped for this on the My Subscription Addiction swapping site, so I didn't actually pay for it, but it was really nice to use. I just think I can get better for cheaper. EcoTool sponge. You guys know I love these. I'm using the Shop Nisei sponge right now. It's so hard. This is so much softer than that, so I really miss this. And once I use that up, or destroy it inevitably, because the only reason I threw this out is because I accidentally like gouged it with my nails, and once I start taking chunks out of it, it's dead to me. I know some people will keep using them until they're like literally falling apart, but because it's $4.99, I don't feel bad throwing it out after like 2 to 3 months. I am saving those for my makeup empties at the end of the year because lots of people save those for their makeup empties, so I figured I would check and see how many of those I went through. And those last me almost as long as the Beauty Blender ones. I have long nails when I have nails, so I tend to accidentally attack them and I chunk up everything. So might as well buy the cheap ones because that is still soft and still really works. Oh, I guess I decided to actually toss this. This is the Head & Shoulders Classic Clean Dandruff Shampoo. This was my travel one. I kept refilling the bottle, so I've refilled this bottle probably like a dozen or so times. But I guess I figured since the original one expired in like 2015, it was time to let it go. But I need to find like a, what is it called? A like deep cleaning scalp treatment, because if I don't wash my hair every other day, my scalp goes insane. And because I dye my hair, which I need to, but because I dye my hair usually, I don't want to wash my hair every other day or else I'm gonna knock the dye out faster. Okay, I think I have gotten down to the last couple of things before like samples. Here is what was actually my travel face wash. This is the Neutrogena Skin Booster, Healthy Skin Boosters Facial Cleanser with white tea and vitamin E. I wish they still made this because it was really good. And here we have the Pantene Foam Sheer Conditioner. The foaming stuff. I liked that it foamed, but it didn't condition my hair enough. So they make if they can make a foam that actually conditions my hair, I would buy it because it's really fun. I like foam. And here is the Grande Lash MD Lash Enhancing Serum. I accidentally spilled like probably a fourth or a fifth of this on my counter, but it wasn't doing anything for me. I naturally have pretty good lashes, but there was a Sephora Play limited edition box that I bought to get this to see if it did anything, and it doesn't. So I know it works for some people, like Cherish from Pretty Crystal 86 swears by this. So if you can find a way to get like a half size for cheap, definitely check it out, but it didn't do anything for me. Let's do some masks, and then we can do my crap ton of foils that I'm sure you're super excited about. Here is the Yada Cosmetics Revitalizing Jelly Pack. I've heard you can get these at TJ Maxx for cheaper, but if you have really dry skin, these are probably really good, but these are too much for my skin. I can't take it. Like, it's a jelly, so it gets everywhere on me, and it doesn't quite all sink in. So, but I suggest trying it if you got dry skin. Here is a St. Ives Oatmeal Sheet Mask. This was actually really nice. So I would be willing to try this again. A Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Gel Mask. I did not like this. This smelled kind of like alcohol, so not for me. And we have a Tony Moly Changing You Magic Foot Peeling Shoes. These actually work, but this time It took it a while to make my feet start peeling, and now they're still peeling like 2 weeks later a little bit, which is annoying, but you know, they work and they're only like $6.50. So I definitely recommend them if you have horrid feet like I do. All right, one thing technically isn't a foil, it's the full size they sell it in, but I actually got like 4 uses out of this. This is the Sephora pomegranate sleeping mask. This was nice. For $4, I was basically paying like $1 per use, so not that different from like a sheet mask. So I would totally purchase it again if I needed to make it to like $25 shipping. Here we have the Kiehl Super Multi-Corrective Eye Opening Serum. I use this as an eye cream, and I like a thicker eye cream. I know I like gel stuff for my face, but for my eyes, I like something thicker, so this was not enough for me. Here we have the Novex My Curls Deep Conditioner. This was fine. The Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask. This is actually really good. I have a mini of it hanging around in my stuff. So I really like Origins products. They're just kind of expensive for, like, I can get the L'Oreal mask and it does pretty close to the same thing. It's not quite as good, but it's close. So, you know, make your decision there. I have 2 of these Olay Regenerist Advanced Anti-Aging Microsculpting Creams. I actually really like this. This is something from the drugstore I would consider purchasing in a full size if I ever ran out of moisturizer. I never will, so it doesn't matter, but I would think about it. Here's the H2O Beauty Oasis Ultra Hydrating Cream. I don't remember much about this. Did this one have a weird smell? One of these had a weird smell. Oh, yeah, it was this one. This one's really strong. Okay. Nope. Didn't like that. Here is the Madison Reed Color Protect Smoothing Finisher. This left my hair really frizzy, so no. And I naturally have like kind of wavy, frizzy hair, so. It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. This was alright, but nothing special. Strivectin Hair Ultimate Restore Deep Repair Mask. This was fine. The Verb Hydrating Shampoo and Conditioner. I actually really like this. I tend to really like most Verb products, so I would probably not purchase a shampoo and conditioner from Verb, but I really love their sea salt spray and their ghost oil. Those are both really good, and I would consider purchasing. Tarte Deep Dive Cleansing Gel. This was fine. Wouldn't purchase it, but it was fine. Philosophy Purity Made Simple. I actually really like this cleanser, but it's expensive for what it is, so I would probably not purchase, but I have a mini that I always like to get minis when I can. Beauty Blender Liquid Cleanser. This is good, but too expensive for what it is. L'Oreal Hair Food Moisture Shampoo infused with honey apricot fragrance, and the conditioner. This is really good. This line is really good. Jack Black Deep Dive Glycolic Facial Cleanser. This was fine, but nothing special. For the most part, I don't spend a lot on facial cleansers because you kind of wash them all down the drain. The only reason I spend I would spend a lot on the Yada Cosmetics one, which is $18, I think, is that it actually like keeps my skin completely clear, like no breakouts at all. But for the most part, I haven't found a cleanser other than that one worth purchasing. Yada Cosmetics sent me my first one, but once I go through a couple of cleansers next year, I plan on repurchasing. Here's the Dr. Hassett or something body wash floral. I really did not like this. It didn't lather and it stunk. Erno Lazio White Marble Radiance Emulsion. This stuff is so expensive and not worth it to me. Estee Lauder New Dimensions Shape and Fill Serum. I always like this when I try it, but I've never wanted to pull the plug on buying a full size. Caudalie Instant Detox Mask. This is also something that I really like, but I never quite want to purchase the full size. I feel like I've been here forever. It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cleanser. Once again, fine, but nothing special. Ulla Hendrickson Sheer Transformation Perfecting Moisturizer. I do really like Ulla Hendrickson products as well. I like this was like a lighter moisturizer, but honestly, I like the Aqua Bomb a little bit more, so that is probably what I would purchase over this, but they're both really good. Humankind Skincare with a Conscience Day and Night Cream. I remember really not liking this actually. I can't quite remember why. I think it was actually kind of on the heavy side, but yeah. And finally, we have the OGX O2 shampoo and conditioner. I used this while I went to my mom's house at the beginning of September, but it's all right. It was definitely usable. So that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye.